Hi guys, it's Johnny here from johnnyspencer.com, and I got another Lightroom tip for you today. Today I'm going to talk about the radial filter and how I use it to refocus an image with light. Lightening an area of an image so it draws your eye to that main subject. And you can see here we've got a picture of a dandelion, and I'll just show you what I've done there. So if I jump over here on the right, you'll see this circle icon here next to the brush tool. That's the radial filter, and you'll see it'll bring the pin up there, and that's the one I created earlier, the little radial filter. And you'll notice I move that away, the dandelion gets a bit dull, and I move that over. You can see it's just like a little spotlight. It's really amazing, and there's so much you can do with this radial tool. This is just one little thing that I use it for all the time, actually, just relighting parts of my image to really focus in on those, the key parts of my image. All right, guys, so let me show you how I created this. It's really, really simple. I'm going to delete this one, and I'm going to create a new one. I'm going to reset all the tabs here by clicking the Effect key, and then I'm going to simply drag out the radial filter like this, put it roughly in the middle there. And now what we want is I usually start with around 0.5 plus exposure. So, and I've jumped it to the wrong one there. So let me do that again. 0.5 plus exposure, there you go. And you can see what's happening, but it's actually affecting the outside, and so I'll exaggerate that and I'll show you. So the radial filter now is actually affecting the outside of the circle that we've drawn, and we actually want it to affect the inside. So what we need to do, we need to tick Invert Mask there, and I also like to feather it up to around 70 or 80 at least. And you'll see what it's done. It's created this little spotlight. It's such a cool little tool, and I just throw that on the middle of the dandelion there, and I'll also add just a touch of contrast just to give it a bit more pop around the ends of the dandelion and just to really make it jump out of the screen at you. So let's see the before and after now. So click that, before, after, before, after. Now I have dropped that down. Like I said, I usually start around 0.5 with my exposure, but for this one I'm going to drop it down to about 0.3 of a stop. So that's plus 0.3. So that's it, guys. It's as easy as that. Create a little spotlight that you can use to relight your image, and there's so much you can do with this tool, but that's just one example of how I use it. All right, guys, you want more good Lightroom goodness, head on over to johnnyspencer.com, and thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.